What's up, fellow vampire killers? Hayden Robel here, telling terrible jokes and playing, finally, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, the E3 version demo, whatever you want to call it. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for a true spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night, because Symphony of the Night is my favorite game of all time. Castlevania, in general, my favorite game series of all time. And if you don't know, this is made by the man behind Igarashi and some of those Igavania classes. The man who put the Iga in Vania, the man who put the Vania in the Metroidvanias, Koji Igarashi. So I've been dying to just sit down here and play this game. I've had it for a few days now, I've had the code, but I've been dying to give you my live impressions because I'm super excited and a little bit hesitant. It's been so long since we've gotten a true Igavania game. Since it's been 2008 when Orb of Ecclesia came out. I think it was 2008 at least. I don't know, but you're going to hear me rambling a bunch, and we're about to just get in here. Let's dive right in. I'm ready to stake some, not vampires. That's kind of sad. There's not going to be vampires, but let's go kill some enemies, alright? Let's go play. Let's play some Bloodstained. I know this is built on Unreal, by the way, so I'm very curious to see how it flows in motion. Because art style-wise, from the concept art, it looked gorgeous, but, wow. Okay. Right off the bat, it's gorgeous. It's straight up. I know Guilty Gear Xrd already pulled off that anime-looking Unreal Engine, but this is already just as, maybe not just as good-looking. It's obviously a different art style, but it's pretty good-looking, and I'm impressed by the dynamic lighting at the very least, and also the effects back there. That's cool. Let's test out the jumping. That's the most important thing in an Igavania game. Let's test that out immediately. I think it's pressure sensitive. Yeah, it's pressure sensitive. Okay, so these short hops. Okay, so, you know, maybe it's a little too early to comment on this already, but the jumping seems very, very long. There's a very long arc to it, which makes it kind of floaty, but I don't know. That's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine in combat as well. Let's try the backdashing as well. Let's try that movement. That's pretty fast. I like it. It's brief. It's pithy. I know a lot of people actually complained about that. I read some impressions, actually, a little bit of impressions. I had to get a little smidgen of news on this game beforehand, and people were complaining about the speed of her backdash cycle. And honestly, it's fine. It's always been that speed, but maybe it's been a bit slower in previous games. But I feel like that's part of the Metroidvania experience, is being able to speedrun environments if you like to, and it's obviously another mode of alternate transit for your character. These bosses, by the way, they remind me a bit of Samshiel from Evangelion, but then again, everything reminds me of Evangelion. So let's go through here. I'm loving the combat, especially since for once they don't start you out with a dagger or a fist. You just straight up start with your kicks. But also, I think I picked up a sword earlier, so let's do that. By the way, yeah, this menu, this feels straight out of it feels straight out of an Igavania game. It feels straight out of Aria of Sorrow, anything like that for that matter. So it feels great. Looks great. Feels great too. Let's see. Let's go ahead. It seems like all the other stuff is backed out, but we're gonna have some monster archives as well. Cool. Let's go up here. All right. Yeah, immediately off the bat, if you know how to play Castlevania, if you've ever played a Castlevania game that's from Igarashi, an Igavania game, this plays identical to it. This is, I mean, maybe aside from the floaty jump a little bit, we'll test that out in combat some more. It feels almost identical. The control scheme identical. Awesome. That's exactly why I backed the campaign. I wanted a spiritual successor to Castlevania, if not another Castlevania. But what is that? Whoa! I was gonna say immediate boss battle. Guess not. Okay, that's cool. I wanted to mention this already. Let's go through here. Oh, okay. They actually jump from the foreground now. That's really cool. I wanted to mention how it feels like already, just based on the cinematic angle of like them jumping from the foreground and the Kraken coming out from the background, it genuinely does feel like everything that Igarashi probably wanted to do ever since he was kind of laid off. Not laid off, but you know what I mean? He was regulated to the catacombs of whatever the Kodrama was, the Konami drama in the catacombs as a janitorial position. Whatever Konami did to him after Orb of Ecclesia and the Lords of Shadows trilogy happened, it felt like he was waiting. He was just sitting there, biding his time to make another Castlevania game, and they never gave him the chance. But this feels like, and I'm happy to fund his second effort at that, because this feels like just everything, the culmination of everything we've known already, just in the Honestly, already. I know it's probably a little too hasty to say this, but it already feels like everything he's wanted to make so far in terms of the Igavania side-scrollers. Let's go ahead forward before we go down there. Let's explore the full. I think you have, yep, select, okay. You have Ariosaro type map, you have your Symphony Night type map, okay. You have your Igavania map. That guy's huge, by the way. I saw him through the corner of my screen and I was terrified already. Do I have any abilities? I guess we'll just slash him. Oh god. Oh, that doesn't damage you when it's flailing? That's pretty forgiving for a Igavania game. Are you dead? Nope. Okay, we got him. Leveled up. Nice. Pretty big. Okay, yeah, see, you know, I mentioned how the jump was pretty floaty. I don't know, it seems like you can combat that. Maybe they'll tweak that a bit more, but I hope they don't listen too much. Ironically, I hope they don't listen too much to complaints and, like, ruin what is ultimately the Castlevania feel, if that makes sense. Because there is a certain pacing momentum to it. And, for example, like, people criticizing how fast the backdash is, like, maybe tone it down, I guess, but at the same time, that's meant for players that are going to speedrun the game, or... Like, for example, you moonwalk like crazy in Symphony Night, so you're going to want to do that in this game as well, I'm sure, for speedrunners. And this feels great. Again, look at that background. Dynamic. Not the most, like, visually impressive, but I'm impressed so far. Let's go down here. Okay, those aren't Medusa head-like things. Thank God they're not moving towards you. Let's go ahead. Let's go that way, actually. Let's go left. I like to go left first. I like to disobey the Mario formula of right to left or left to right. Yeah, let's get this guy. Pick up the Smash Brothers coin. Alright. Potion. Cool. I'm waiting for the wall chickens, if we have that. Aside from me. There's a little clip in there. I'm waiting to if you've ever played a Castlevania game, you know there's wall chickens, or wall turkeys, whatever you want to call them. Depending on your manual. Your Castlevania manual. Here's the slide. Okay, good. But, yeah, my favorite part of Castlevania games, especially Symphony Night, spoilers once you get to the alternate double castle, the inverted castle. My favorite part of Castlevania in general was always exploring. It was actually less on the combat, and I feel like Castlevania, ironically, for people calling it is an action RPG, sure, but I feel like the focus for me has always been more of the exploration side of it all. Like, it's not, I mean, the combat's great, and that's satisfying. Like, I love jumping up here and slashing these guys. Killing these little Ghostbusters. Rest in peace, Ghostbuster franchise. Sorry. I don't know why I'm getting political on this Bloodstained Night demo, but it's always felt like, yeah, my emphasis was always exploration and loot. And that's why, ironically, I'm going to lose so much credit for this, but Order of Ecclesia is actually, in my opinion, not the worst, but it's not my favorite. It's my least favorite of the DS trilogy. Dawn of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow is actually not my favorite either. My favorite is actually Portrait of Ruin. I loved exploring those different environments. And I think, again, it goes back to the fact that I love exploring the Gothic-inspired architects, and also in Portrait of Ruin, just the various Gothic-era Egyptian ruins, and all just the varieties of strong art direction that they always have in all these games as well. So let's go this way, by the way. I think this is where we're going to have to go. Did we already go this way? We did already go this way, didn't we? Let's see. Let's just skim through here. Yeah, we did go through here. Okay. I just remember constantly in Ariosaro farming, and Dawn of Sorrow for that matter, farming all these monsters for their shards. They're not their shards. They were called souls in that, but I'm pretty sure in this game you have shards. I don't think we've collected any of them yet. No, this can't be the way. This isn't the way, right? We've already been here. This isn't the right way, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's go over here again. I think I'm lost. Immediately already lost in the Igavania game. Is it this way? Can we go this way? No. Okay. But see, that's kind of the fun. That's the fun of it. Like, I can look at the map, obviously, and go from there. I think it might be this direction. We haven't fully explored this all the way. Yeah. But that's kind of the fun of an Igavania game, is getting lost in that world. And again, that's my favorite part, so. If you want to know my background with the... Oh, there's a cannon guy right here. Ugh. Oh, what is that? No! Okay, that wasn't any. Shard. Oh, there's a shard. Okay, that makes sense. There's your shard system. Okay, demon power that's been crystallized cannot be held by ordinary people. Okay. Yep. Seems like okay, I could direct it with my... Oh! I can't wait for someone to make some music videos with her doing just different poses like this. But it seems like I can control her fire. Ooh! Yep. The fire attack. Okay, cool. It said fire. Let's light that up. I like how immediately, not just due to the Hanna-Barbera effect, but again, what I always liked about Castlevania is that there's a lot of environmental puzzles. Maybe this isn't, I wouldn't really consider this a puzzle per se, but there's a lot of environmental puzzles in the later Castlevania games, so I'm glad that they're keeping that up as well. In general, I don't expect any less from Koji Igarashi. Let's go. I keep collecting. I think they have mana points. I have to imagine those shard rosaries. Let's keep going over here. Let's keep killing the Evangelion Sam shells. Okay. Is there anything over here? Whoa! What is that? I remember seeing this in the concept art and thinking it kind of looked goofy, but in motion. Oh, it reminds you of they totally had these wheels, the line wheels in Aria Visara. I remember the castle. I keep referencing that ironically more than Symphony of the Night, but Aria Visara is probably my second favorite Castlevania game. So I remember these from the castle sequence in that game. Goodbye. Okay, a Buer. We killed a Buer. I think they're using a lot of demons inspired by I can't remember the name of it. Of the book, but there's a compendium. Go look it up. It's really cool because I'm an idiot. I can't remember it. There's a compendium of like gothic demons. I know Barbatos is from there, for example. I think it's like the Ars Goetica or something like that. Ars Demonica. Oh, another shard. Con booster. It boosts your immunity to Phantom Con flus. Anyways, con booster increases condition. Okay. Okay, cool. It's not an active, it's a passive trait. Do I have to equip that, though? Let me see. Equipment. Accessory. I got a ring. I think I also have headband. Okay, I need to equip all this stuff right now. One of my biggest gripes in Castlevania used to be that they don't represent... I mean, Symphony of the Night, you'd have your capes that would change colors, but usually they didn't represent any visual change in your character whenever you equip stuff. So let's see if that actually... if they finally fixed that, because it seems like there's a little blue thing on there. I can't tell. Let me unequip that, actually. Let's see. Let's unequip that. Yep! Wow! Oh my god! I like how I'm freaking out about this, but guys, they did it. They finally, they fixed that as well. They had some, I mean, don't get me wrong, they had limited customization in other games as well, but that's awesome that they're actually going to cosmetically represent the equipment they're wearing. Even if it's just headbands, I appreciate it. That's cool. I wonder if the breastplate changed as well. Probably not. That's just their core design, right? Let's go over here. Whoa! Let's dodge the ghost. Okay. Oh, wow. My history, though, with Castlevania, I don't think I went into very much. Ironically, I talk a lot about Symphony of the Night and the 2D Igavania games and how those are my favorite form. I do like Castlevania games, or the classic Vania games. I love those as well. If Konami didn't remove it off YouTube, I actually did a Halloween stream of the first trilogy. So go check that out if I somehow make that available, maybe after this demo. Konami copyrighted the hell out of that. But with their copyright wizards. But oh, this seems like we're in the sinking ship area. But I actually started with Lostvania. I started with the Lords of Shadows games. And I know for a lot of purists, that's gonna seem like a huge negative. Like that's gonna seem like, oh, you didn't experience the true Castlevania experience. Oh, we're leveling up there. Speaking of experience, but I think the Lostvania's games are given too much flack. I actually genuinely enjoy those games. I think they're fantastic. Yeah, obviously they're derivative of God of War or oh, finally got that shard. Cerulean Splash infused with Seema's power. I don't like the name of those characters, by the way. Seema, that's a little weird. Triangle, okay. We have that. So now we have a weird halogen blast, and we have flame blast. Okay. Where's triangle? Okay, yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyways, yeah, I think those games get too much flack. I like them. I think the story. They interpreted the Belmont storyline. Granted, a lot of people take umbrage with the fact that he's officially these are like the skull dragons. No wonder these are the white bone dragons. That's so cool. Well, I'm just geeking out, guys. I know it's hard to follow my logic right now. I'm just rambling. I hope you're enjoying this demo. But I think those games have a great story. They interpret the storyline of Castlevania in ways that none of the games ever did. Not that the focus was ever storytelling in these Igavania games, but I appreciated that. And I appreciated the combat as well. It did get pretty deep in 2. My biggest gripe is that 2's ending. Just bad. It was just terrible. They just ended in a way of like, oh, I can't spoil it for you. I wish this was a spoiler cast right now, but basically they ended in a way it's like obvious that they wanted to leave it open, which I guess all Castlevania games No, they don't. See, that's the thing. Castlevania games do kind of conclude it, and then they just open it up because that's the lore of Castlevania. That's why it was so great, but in that, the ending was just so ham-fisted. But anyways, I'm talking too much about that. Let's talk about Bloodstained some more. Again, the traversal feels fine. Now that I've gotten used to the jumping, it's totally fine. I don't know why I was so aggressive when criticizing it immediately when we first booted up the game, but it's totally fine. Not bad. I'm getting used to it. Okay, let's go down here. I'm missing a lot of collectibles, by the way. I'm very much aware of this. But we're just gonna try to get to hopefully a boss encounter. But maybe I'll go back later and on my own time, play through the demo and actually find all the cool collectibles, which there probably has to be tons of, right? Speak of the devil, there you go. What's this? Kung Fu shoes. All right, we're equipping that immediately. How strong are these? Let's see. Oh wow, it's stronger than the sword. Okay. Oh wow, they're totally visually represented too. This is so cool. I'm very impressed. Igarashi, you're doing God's work. Very much enjoying the fact that they actually changed the custom. That's so cool. Okay. See, now I'm just curious how much will the dress that she's wearing change as well. I'm liking this so far. This is awesome. Out of all the Kickstarter projects that have ever gone up as spiritual successors of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, obviously when they announced this one, it was a direct spiritual successor by the creator. But there's been some good ones, but I think we're finally, just off the bat, this already feels like a finely tuned game. And it's only been, what, maybe a year? Maybe a half a year? I don't even know how long it's been, actually, at the timeline on this. I've been trying to bide my time until it happened, to be honest. Die, Sam Shell. Okay. These shoes are pretty strong. Oh. Do you want to use some abilities? Let's try using our abilities. Let's balance some abilities in this. Got him. Okay. Good. Alright. So yeah, that was more... When it comes to Igarashi games, that was always more of the appeal for me. It was not necessarily the combat itself, but the strategy of combat. So if there's a nuanced difference there, it's more about like positioning and action platforming rather than you actually physically like, oh, the slashing itself is satisfying, which it is. It still is. I'm surprised how big this ship is right now, the ship level. Oh no! Okay, I wish we got like some sort of a gem. Oh, that's really easy to kill them. I wish we got some sort of a jump kick, like a down kick like you have in Symphony of the Night. Maybe we'll get that later. But I think that was by default. Again, it's been quite a while since I played Symphony of the Night. But again, even though I started with Lords of Shadows, get away from me. I started with Lords of Shadows, Symphony of the Night. I played right after that and immediately fell in love with all things Castlevania and Metroidvania in general. Like, I played Metroid Fusion back in the day, ironically, and I wasn't the biggest fan. I love Metroid, don't get me wrong. But I think it's the added action RPG elements and the gothic flair, which I always loved the horror genre, that brought me into this. Oh, whoa! I'm guessing that's the boss. Holy crap. Okay. Let's try to get up here. Just use that. Okay. Cool. So that's awesome. We're going to have a boss battle then for sure. I'm very curious though. If this must be just the intro to get to the Castlevania-esque castle fortress that we're going to, because usually you could backtrack anywhere you want. That's a core hallmark, obviously, of an Igarashi game. And right now it's just a segmented level. Let's go. Okay. Yes, I'm curious to see how massive this game is. I know he said that he's trying to make the biggest Igarashi map ever, and that was part of the back of here. So I trust that's going to happen. But I hope it's not just copy and pasted textures. The game's got a little infamous for copy pasta templates for their backgrounds, which is fine because the art direction was so damn strong in the games. I'm getting surrounded, guys. I'm getting swarmed. Let's use my fire. I'm just gonna spam that fire at him. Okay, he's gone. That's really strong. Wow. They got infamous for the copy pasta template of the environments, but I personally, it never bugged me, but I can understand the criticism of that. Ooh, another Hanna-Barbera thing. Let's do it. Oh. Okay, let's see what's in here. Is this just yep, we're just connecting there. I thought so. I recognize that. Oh, great. Okay, sorry, I had to pause there and actually beat the guy. But anyways, yeah, so Symphony of the Night revitalized my passion for the series, and I just, ever since then, I like just I was absorbed. I had to play every single Castlevania game, and I have played all the classic Vanias at this point, except for is it Boku? It's not Boku. It's Kid Dracula. I haven't played Kid Dracula yet. I really want to play that on stream, actually. Look forward to this Halloween. We will be repeating the Halloween Castlevania streams. Castlevania Mania, as I'm going to call it right now, because I made it up. How clever. But yeah, I played all of the classic Vanias, all the NES games. I played Wars of Shadows. I played all the Igavania games. The only ones I've missed out on is the original Game Boy trilogy, not the Game Boy Advance, but the original Game Boy trilogy. I like how I snuck up on it. It's really funny. Immediately killed him. These shoes are strong. These are strong shoes. And I'm going to guess right now that we're going to fight a boss. I think this is going to be the boss room, guys. I'm just going to take a wild guess. Let's see. Oh! Well, almost. We're almost at the boss room. Not yet. Let's go in there after this. But, yeah, so, I've had a lot of experience playing these games, and this already feels not only identical to it, but it feels like it's reinventing a lot of the things and reimagining all the things that Iga must have been dying in those Konami basements waiting to finally give to us, give back to the world. I'm glad. Okay, let's go down here, actually. I want to see if this breaks. Nope, okay. Well, let's go fight the boss. I don't have full health, and there's no save point, so I'm hoping there's a checkpoint here, because Igavania bosses are usually pretty difficult, but let's try it, guys. Let's do it. I like how she's like in a movie tie-esque kind of a stance, by the way. Okay, let's do this. Let's go! We got this. Oh, there's totally that's awesome. Cinematic! Whoa, now! Hey there, take me out to dinner first, please. Whoa! Okay, we're gonna start from this angle. Cool. Wow. There's a lot of things visually happening. Just spam that. Can we jump in her mouth? Oh, no. Let's avoid that. Okay. This is incredible visually already. I'm very impressed. That does less damage than I thought it would. Okay. That does even more. Less damage. Oh, no. Are you gonna fight me, or should I be avoiding you? Okay. So far, so good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Jeez, some of these halogen balls. Okay. Oh! Let's try to do no hit. Watch me die. Get hit immediately. Let's hit. Oh, is her weak spot? Is it weaker up here? All right. Good to know. Okay. It is weaker up there. That part. That's her name. That part. But no, I really love this boss design. It's a little different. See, this is the thing. Aw, we did get hit finally. But it distinguishes itself completely different from them Castlevania. But it also pays homage in a lot of ways, obviously. Let's keep hitting that. Yep. Beam me. Ow. Okay. Keep hitting that. Okay. Got it. We dodged it. But it pays homage, very much so, to the Castlevania aesthetic, but also it feels very distinct. Like it doesn't feel straight up like a Castlevania spiritual successor in the sense of like, they have the Gothic architecture, the Gothic inspired enemies, but it doesn't have the same. Gosh, it has more of a crystal emphasis, is what I'm trying to get to. If you can't tell, it's really hard to commentate while fighting a boss. Okay, let's go in. Let's go in for the kill. You can do a slash again. Yeah? I swear, I'm just gonna keep going for that. That's obviously the weak point they want you to go for. See, I'm not hitting. I'm being too cautious. Oh, no! Now I'm being too bold. Let's sit right there. Okay. She's gonna start right there. Let's keep hitting this. Oh, new attack? Or did I beat him? I won? Really? He dead? Not bad. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Wow. Thank you. Okay, that's it. Wow. All right. I think I'm gonna immediately jump back into this demo, but I won't. I'll spare you guys the torture of listening to my rambling commentary again. But that was Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Man, it's been so long since I played an Igavania game, a brand new Igavania game, and I have to say, like, genuinely, I almost feel like I'm getting emotional. That's weird. I don't know why I play it, but it feels great. And the gameplay, I guess, just impressions, summary time, feels fantastic, fluid, jumping. Little floaty, but you get used to it. Maybe I think that's just going for that. Maybe it's just different in 3D, even though it's still 2D. feels fantastic. The combat itself, same amount of precision and platforming and positioning that you'd expect from an Igavania game. Exploration, even though we're just in that small little ship-based environment, and even though this is all vertical slice, I'm hoping all of this will be represented in full force and more. And I totally have faith in Koji Igarashi and his vision, and I cannot wait to become a Crystal Slayer. I guess not Vampire Slayer anymore, but I cannot wait for the full game to come. But I'll be covering this in some capacity as much as I can on the channel, and if you haven't already, if you got to the end of this video, I thank you, and look out for October. Look out for October. I'll do some really cool Castlevania playthroughs, I think. I'll do some more Castlevania content, so until then, yeah, keep crying those bloody tears. Alright, bye everyone.
Just like the wind, I've always been drifting high up in the sky that never ends. Through thick and thin, I always win, 'cause I will fight both life and death to save a friend. I am the wind, and I don't know if I will pass this way again. All things must end. Goodbye, my friend. Think of me when you see the sun.